If you filled a swimming pool with every drop of water on Earth, you could drink almost none of it. About 96.5% of all the water on this planet is saline ocean water. That leaves roughly 3.5% as freshwater, according to the US Geological Survey. But here's the part that surprises people: even that small freshwater slice is mostly locked away where you can't get to it. Of all the freshwater on Earth, more than 68% is frozen solid in ice caps and glaciers. Another 30% sits underground as groundwater. Add those two together, and you've already accounted for nearly 99% of all freshwater on the planet before a single drop reaches a lake, river, or reservoir. What's left? The water in rivers, lakes, swamps, and the atmosphere, the stuff most life on Earth actually depends on, is a rounding error. Rivers alone account for something like 1/10,000th of 1% of total water on Earth. So let's put the actual numbers on it. Scientists estimate Earth holds about 1,386,000,000 cubic kilometers of water in total. Of that, about 1,338,000,000 cubic kilometers is ocean. Ice caps and glaciers hold around 24 million cubic kilometers. Groundwater holds around 23.4 million cubic kilometers, some of it fresh, some of it too salty to use. Everything else, every lake, every river, every cloud, shares what's left over. This is why freshwater scarcity is a real engineering problem and not just a matter of rainfall. Even a planet covered 70% in water can run short, because the usable fraction was always tiny to begin with, and most of it is either frozen at the poles or buried hundreds of meters underground. It also explains why sea level rise from melting glaciers is such a big deal. Glaciers and ice caps aren't a side pool of water sitting off in the corner. They are the single largest reservoir of fresh water on the entire planet, more than twice the size of all groundwater combined. When that ice moves from frozen storage into the ocean, it shifts a huge fraction of the planet's fresh water supply into the one place it becomes undrinkable. So the next time someone says Earth is a water world, the honest correction is this: Earth is a saltwater world, with a thin, mostly frozen or buried margin of fresh water keeping every land animal on it alive. If a number like that changes how you look at a glass of water, there's another one like it every episode. Subscribe for the next one.